Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. My name is Risnayanti. Today I will be presenting my research proposal titled Using Persuasive Language in Marketing Product Through Slogans. Okay, at the first slide we have background. In this current digital era, the marketing landscape has dramatically transformed. Consumers are bombarded with information, and this is where the role of persuasive language becomes critically important. Marketing slogans, through brief, possesses immense power to influence consumer perception and decisions. Imagine, research shows that 70% of consumers are more likely to choose brands that use persuasive language in their slogans. This highlights just how crucial every word choice and sentence structure it is. In Indonesia itself, with the rise of e-commerce platforms like Tokopedia and Shopee, competition is increasingly fierce. Brands are vying to create slogans that are not only informative but also persuasive, such as Tokopedia, Belanja Hemat, Hidup Nikmat, Smart Shopping, Enjoyable Life. However, not all slogans success. Therefore, I'm proposing this research to deeply analyze the linguistic strategies, such as metaphor, hyperbole, imperative, and repetition, used in these slogans. My hope is that these findings can serve as a practical guide for business to design more effective marketing campaigns. Okay, in the next slide we have research questions. The first is, what are the types and characteristics of persuasive and language used in marketing slogans across different products categories? I am to identify the linguistic patterns that emerge. And the second is, how does the use of persuasive language in marketing slogans function as part of the brand's marketing communication strategy? I will examine the role of slogans in building overall brand image and messaging. And the third is, how frequently do specific persuasive language elements appear in marketing slogans? Okay. And the next is, we have the significance of the research. This research holds dual significance. The first is theoretically. I hope to contribute the field of applied linguistics and discourse analysis. Enriching our understanding of rhetorical communications, it will also serve as a valuable reference for future research on the intersection of language, persuasion, and consumer behavior. And the second is practically. The findings of this research will be highly beneficial for marketing professionals, advertisers, and copywriters. By understanding the elements of persuasive language, they can craft more effective slogans, enhance message clarity, boost audience engagement, and foster consumer trust and loyalty. Furthermore, this study can serve as a valuable learning resource for students and academics in communication, linguistics, and marketing studies. Okay. And the next slide is definition of persuasive language. Let's delve in deeper into what I mean by persuasive language. Persuasive language refers to the intentional use of words and structures designed to influence consumer attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors. In marketing contexts, this often involves classical rhetorical techniques such as ethos, building credibility, pathos, evoking emotion, and logos, using logic. Persuasive language possesses key characteristics. The first is emotional appeal to create connection, and the second is clarity and simplicity for easy understanding, and the last is repetition to reinforce brand memory. The key elements frequently found include an attention, grabbing opener, emotional appeal, clarity, and brevity of the message, and a call to action that prompts consumer to respond. Okay, and the next slide is marketing slogans and consumer behaviors. In marketing slogans are short, memorable phrases that can encapsulate a brand's identity, values, and promise. Their function is vital to reinforce core brand message, differentiate products from competitors, and create emotional resonance. Effective slogans are typically concise, clear, possesses emotional appeal, and utilize specific linguistic elements like imperative verbs or metaphors. So, how do these slogans influence consumer behavior? Consumer behavior revert to the individual decision-making process in selecting and use products. This is, this is highly influenced by the language within slogans. The consumer response process often follows the IDA model. Slogan capture, attention, stimulate interest, create desire, and drive action. Effective slogans can positively alter consumer perception and increase their purchase intent. Okay, in the next slide we have conceptual framework. To guide this research, I am employing a clear conceptual framework. This framework illustrates the relationship between my independent variable, which is persuasive language in slogans, including elements like language style, rhetorical tools, sentence word choice, and their communicative function. This variable, in turn, will influence my dependent variable, which is consumer trust and brand impact, measured through attention, perception, brand association, and purchase intent. This framework is supported by persuasion theory and the elaboration like model, which is explain how persuasive messages work. Essentially, slogans function as a strategic instrument that actively shape consumer perception and influence their behavior. Okay, and the next slide is research methodology. This research will employ a descriptive quantitative method. I will focus on various marketing campaigns in Indonesia, specifically on digital platforms such as social media and e-commerce. My population consists of marketing slogans with observable consumer responsible responses on digital platforms. From this population, I will select a sample of 30 to 40 slogans that have been published within the last 5 years, show clear consumer interactions, and originate from high engagement sectors like fashion or cosmetics. My primary data collections technique will be document analysis, where I will analyze the linguistic features of slogans and consumer response using a dedicated document analysis sheet. Okay, and the next slide is data analysis. The collected data will be analyzed qualitative using the thematic analysis model. This process will involve several steps. The first is data reduction, where I will carefully select and summarize relevant data from slogans and consumer interactions. And the second is data display. I will present the summarized data through narrative and tables to illustrate key patterns in the use of persuasive language and consumer engagement metrics. And finally is conclusion, drawing and verification, where I will be interpret recurring themes and patterns and across reference data across different sources to ensure the credibility and consistency of my findings. Okay, and the next is okay. That's all my presentation. That concludes my research proposal presentations. I certainly hope this research can provide valuable insight for the fields of marketing and linguistics. Thank you for your attention and your opportunity. Thank you so much.